Hello, and welcome to Sakura no Utari Graphic 10th Anniversary Edition Trial. The trial. Yeah, this is just a trial. They just randomly shadow dropped the trial version in this game. I just want to see a bit on the differences. I mean, I could straight up go to the pen episode and stuff, but like you guys know, I never actually read this. There was that failed attempt from 2 years or 3 years ago. So this is just like I'm just wanting to take a look, not more like a serious attempt. We'll do a serious attempt once the English translations are out, the official ones, and I don't know. Are they gonna base it on like the fucking um 10th anniversary edition or the original? I don't know. It would be nice to have them both, of course. I mean, it's the same script except for the additional stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Where is the window with the translator? I'm using OCR instead of like the hook. I was testing hooks a while ago, and for some reason it was shitting itself really bad. And then I noticed it was creating. Anyway, if that's emptiness, then emptiness itself is to some extent common to everyone. It's something we all share, okay? As if everything within me is everyone. And that everyone else has all of themselves within them. Spring and War, prologue. Spring blooms, tale unfolds. Turn back, reverse your course. By the way, the LLM music is for Japanese English, so I don't know if that's anywhere close. Just watching the cherry blossom fall. That scenery held no sadness, no pain. So that's why I didn't cry, huh? I'm adjusting the OCR region. The pale pink petals dance in the gentle breeze were certainly beautiful, but to me, they felt like nothing more than that. Let me adjust the volume. I think the BGM volume's too high, or I'm so used to like. Let's see. Let me put it to. Why did it translate? I can't take it anymore. Yeah, let's try to reverse. But that's why I didn't cry. The pale pink petals dancing in the gentle breeze were certainly beautiful, but to me, they felt like nothing more than that. The overpowering scent of the sakura, or rather, sakuras don't have such a strong fragrance, being carefully carried. The course of my Tosan, amidst the beauty of the sakura, is just plain ugly. It couldn't even fulfill the role of making the sakura look beautiful. My father's corpse crammed into a wooden box. What kind of world does it see from inside the wooden box? The end of his world. The vanishing point of the world he believed in. A sakura forest. The wind blows. Cherry blossoms are falling. I wonder if Sakura Forest is the right way to translate that. I remember. Anyway, let's continue for now. Not that I know Japanese, but like I remember that when you say Sakura Forest, it has a very specific meaning, but I can't remember. I know, and that's what I heard, but I can't remember if that's correct. Again, I don't know Japanese, so the pale spring sky is dyed a faint crimson. That figure is beautiful. The thin red petal, my vision blurred with a pale pink petals falling from above. I watched as my father's coffin was carried away, the only family I had left. With the end of the small and private funeral for those involved, a tentative full stop was put on my Otosan's life. Right now, no tears are flowing from my eyes as I stand in the Sakura Forest. There's no sign of sadness either. There's no sadness to be found in the scenery from here. I wonder, how the people around me are doing? Are they sad too? Does their heart hurt? Just when I look at the corpses under the falling sakura, there are things I can't help but remember. A crack ran through my heart for just a moment. The image of the sakura my Otosan painted. My Otosan left countless works behind, but there's only one sakura painting he ever made. Despite that, it was considered his masterpiece. It wasn't any other subject, but that single piece that cemented him as an undisputed artist. The fallen sakura. I don't know if it's actually number 8. I really can't remember. I don't know, man. Just as the bizarre title suggests, the painting was a twisted, prostrate image of the sakura. That's completely reminiscent of the dead. The sakura scattered across the deadbed, their white petals blooming in the dim darkness. Of course, there's no bizarre sakura here. It's just a familiar spring landscape. Even so, the sakura forest died in its death seemed to be cursed by the pale blossoms of sakura no yoko tawaru, as if it were scattering eerie, faint sakura petals. Okay, we already hit the snag. I mean, there was already snags, but like we already hit the real snag here. The man never released any other sakura paintings beside the reclining sakura. There was some inconsistency just now. It had a different title, or maybe that was his description. You know what? It's over for us, man. Even so, its general image was still sakura. And he himself loved them. Oh, I think it's general image, not his general image. The critic speaks. A beautiful world frozen in time. The moment of death. The ancient sakura tree, scattering its pale blossoms, resembled a corpse emitting a stench of decay. A transparent entity of death. It's a beautiful yet ugly image. The very essence of death. I've seen similar writings in magazines a few times. They call me if those highly respected, intelligent critics are saying that, then it's probably true. I don't get it. And I don't really want to. Even I can see some things. The scenery here, right now. Beneath this sakura-filled forest, where his corpse is carried away. There's no such complex expression. That's a contrast that's way too obvious. Beautiful sakura, ugly corpses, the strong scent of the blooming flowers, and only the stench of decay masked by the embalming fluid. Under the sakura, that's when I remembered that painting, and for a moment I thought about it. The scenery from here and that guy's paintings. But not because they're the same, but because they're fundamentally different. I was reminded of them. I came to that conclusion. The death of a man who painted extraordinary sakura ended with an ordinary funeral. Maybe that childish delusion, that thinking like that was the most humiliating revenge against Kusanagi Keiichiro, was what it all came down to. Actually, I don't even understand that to myself. I don't quite understand, but either way, it was the day the last person in the world who was related to me by blood disappeared. That much was certain.
終わったな、直哉。
Ah, it's over. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if the OCR can pick up on the names as well. But I think it's also gonna attempt to translate the menu screen. No, it's nothing. Wait, yeah, I think this was a redesign. You can tell from the new art. I like yeah, this is straight up the new art. Interesting. This is the second time I've been to a family funeral, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
直哉。
A face like a girl's, wearing a sad expression, peeks at me. Moist eyes, translucent skin. Oh yeah, I remember that. Now the Naoya case stuff. At the beginning, at least the ones I've seen. If he were a man who knew nothing, being stared at with such an expression from someone so beautiful might be enough to unnerve him. If I were a man who knew nothing, being stared at with such an expression from someone so beautiful might be enough to unnerve him. Oh yeah, it's already shitting itself with the pro stuff. But knowing the gender of this beautiful face, if they were the same as mine, I imagine it would fill me with different feelings. Of course, he's definitely not a girl. His name is Natsumi Kei, a man. Otoko da. Hey, don't look at me like that.
直哉、どうしたんだ？
Oh no, no. I feel a little sick. All right, the game is shitting itself right now. Let me fix that. The range of the OCR. It wasn't gonna work out. I might have to put some prompts to tell it. Part of the thing it's seeing is a menu, so I feel a little sick.
どうした？気分が悪いのか、直哉。
Ah, maybe you're right. I looked up at the sky, watching the sakura scatter. That's not true at all.
違うのか。
I couldn't tell Kay the truth.
真実ってなんだ、直哉。
I couldn't exactly say your face is creepy, no matter how much I wanted to.
なんだと。
Can't wait to see I, by the way. Having someone stare at you with such a creepy face would definitely make anyone feel sick, but I could never actually say that.
なんだと。俺の顔はキモくなんかないぞ。ひどいぞ、いきなり。
Oh, you mean to say that my face is gross? Why? What I was thinking? Shoot, I was trying to say it in monologue so Kay wouldn't get hurt. Yeah, is that it? Maybe Kay's thoughts were just too creepy and leaked out of his mind.
なんだそれ。俺が気持ちが悪いとかひどいぞ。訂正しろ、訂正しろ、訂正しないと。殺す。
Don't hug me. This creepy thing is gonna die.
殺されるのはお前だ。いちいちムカつくことを言うやつだな。焚きついてるんじゃない。殴りかかってるんだ。この。
Wait a second. Ouch, that hurt. What a dangerous guy. Oh, this is also new. The art for this one. I kind of remember what the 2015 version of this looked like.
直哉が俺のことをバカにするからだ。人のことをキモいキモいって言いやがって。
One thing to note that is the Sakura really do look more beautiful. Look at the background. Don't look at Kay. Don't look at Kay. Okay, if you like to look at the Kay, okay, go look at the Kay. I like look at the whole thing. Let me put the translation window. Yeah. It actually looks like a photo now. That's really good. Like a beautifully shot photo. Anyway, because well, our eyes meet.
なぜ笑う。 なんだそれ。もう辛抱たまらん。
Bro, the expressions they even upgraded that. Is that an upgrade? I don't even know. Damn it. Of all things, my emotions got the better of me, and it burst out laughing. Mate, there's a reason for this.
どんな理由だ。人の顔見て笑いやがって。
Ah, that's it. Laughter and fear are just a paper thin difference, right?
どういうことだそれ。
No, it's because he attacked me and scared the crap out of me.
俺が襲ってきて恐怖。
I laughed because I was so terrified. You're just too scary for words.
そうかそんなに俺が怖かったのか恐ろしかったのかそうかごめんな
For some reason, Natsumike laughs happily. He seemed thoroughly delighted by the fact that I have been terrified.
そうだよな俺みたいな男気あふれる男が凄みを聞かせたらそりゃ怖いわな
A man overflowing with chivalry. Question mark. I wonder if the translation is correct. Natsumike emphasizing his own manliness to the point of using tautologies. Tautologies? I feel a little sorry for him, even though he deserved it. Natsumike is someone who only seems feminine, but he refuses to accept that fact at all. Kay is a man who can see reality. Seeing him like that, it's so sad that.
そんな笑うなよ直哉俺はそんな怖くないぞ直哉には優しいだろいつも 確かに俺って少し強そうだし実際強いしな
Sure, Kate. Whatever, man.
直哉なんかお前嘘ついてないか
What's your basis for that? Too much of anything is bad. It's not enough. You can't go overboard. I'll be back to my usual calm self. There's no way I'd lied.
何吹いてるんだよやっぱり直哉は俺をバカにしてるだろ
Crap. I actually blew into his eyes.
殺せ殺せもう本気で殺す海よりも深く山よりも高く空よりも広く殺せ
It tickles me.
何がくすぐったいだ殴ってるんだぞ
Stop it. Please stop. Wait, that is not translating that single line. I thought I'd die laughing.
ほら痛いぞ頭がチンチンするんだぞ
Okay, look at Kay. Look at that expression. They really did upgrade this whole scene. Yeah, because you hurt me after all.
なんで叩く痛いぞ
No, you were the one who attacked first.
俺の攻撃は愛があるから痛くないんだぞ
It's because you're weak, you power-hungry bastard.
ひどいぞ鎌とかひどいこの野郎すね毛生えてないからってバカにするな
Don't say things like that. Ugh! The wind still held a hint of chill. It was midday in April. Under the falling sakura, Kay and I were lying down. I could see the sky. And then the cherry blossoms came to view. The wind blows. The sakura are falling. The sakura petals. The view filled with sakura. And then clouds drift by. Kuri-chan. Clouds drift across the vast sky. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Yeah, this is obviously another recreation. This is much more detailed compared to the original from what I remember.
Naoya.
I see. Oh. I see. It's nothing really. Kay stared at me silently. So, please, stop doing that. I'm not good with mushy stuff. You know that much, right?
分かってる。分かってるつもりなんだけどさ。
If you get it, then stop making that gloom face.
不景気な顔って景気関係ないだろ。
Oh wait, I think it did translate that. I remember. I remember last time I read there was that whole like about that got me. Yeah, maybe you're right. It's not like your face gets comically distorted by economic fluctuations.
その前に俺の顔はそんな面白おかしくなんかないぞ。
Is that so?
なぜ不思議そうな顔をする。
Isn't it weird?
全然不思議じゃねえ。
Don't. Why does your face change so comically like that?
俺の顔は面白おかしくなんか変化などしない。
Is that so?
なぜ会話をループさせる。
Because it's strange, you know.
不思議じゃんねえ。もうこの会話終わり。そんなこと言う直哉はダメなんだからな。
Kay turned away, looking sulky. I gave a wry smile and looked up at the sky. The spring sky. The spring sky enveloped in the sakura. Still, that's the thing, Kay.
なんだ。
The sakura are beautiful.
桜？
Ah, that's right. The sakura. I stared at the pale pink petals scattered through the piercing blue and muttered to myself. Kay followed the direction of that gaze. The sakura petals danced in the wind, swirling high to the sky.
今年の桜は最高に綺麗だな。
This year's sakura are the best, huh? 最高だな. The sakura would tune to bloom the same way every year. He was right. This year's sakura were the most beautiful I've ever seen. Even Kay finds these sakura beautiful. Did Kay see his father figure crammed into the wooden box as ugly too? Or maybe art imitates nature. Or maybe nature imitates art.
何それ。全く逆の意味じゃない。
Ah, that's right.
どういうことなの？
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. The man who painted the reclining sakura. My Otosan was a world-renowned artist. A world-renowned artist. In this day and age, could there be a more dubious-sounding title? And they bother to translate what's the translate what? That's why he was also known as the shady artist. And then bother to translate the last line. I don't know why it didn't do that. Entrepreneur, schemer, con artist, and artist. There were several ways to address Kusanagi Keiichiro. He was a world famous figure, but also a symbol of phoniness. But still, everyone. Only when faced with that, it was different. Only when faced with that painting. Everyone who stood before that painting felt the same way. This beauty is genuine. This emotion is genuine. It's not bothering to translate that single line. Painting, reclining Sakura. Lots of people say bad things about him, but not many say bad things about his paintings. The work Reclining Sakura was like that. And Kusanagi Keiichiro was the artist who created works like that. That relationship with Minato-san, which had already been strained, was definitely severed by his death. The last connection to him was a passbook with an amount deposited that would ensure I never had to worry about finances for the rest of my life. A few months before he died, I was shown that passbook. That's when it hit me. Ah, I see. This is enough to live off for the rest of my life. That guy's loaded, isn't he? That's why so once I inherit this estate, I'll be rich. Oh yeah, I remember what he did with this. It's the dream life everyone envies. You won't have to worry about job hunting or anything after graduating. In the real world, it's a job market ice age. If you go to an interview, game over. I'm told that's why I can't get a job. It's tough, even if you're out in the real world. But the truth is, they won't even let you go. Why is there like a Sakura? Why is there an emoticon over there? Oh man. In a world like this, I don't have to work. In a world like this, I don't have to work. I've been freed from labor. This is what they call winning big. If you want to put it in a cool way, I'm a high-class loafer. I think the localization here would be I'm an elite neat or some shit. Every day is like a Sunday. Wonderful days. Low rent district. Yeah, I thought so. I definitely thought that at that time. But those kinds of feelings don't even arise. Everything looks flat to me. Flatly. Oh. I don't know why this LLM's struggling. No, I think it's the pre-processing thing. I wonder why. Why is it so flat? Kay looked at me with concern, seeing me like that. I gave Kay a relieved smile, assuring him there was nothing to worry about. The reason my emotions are so flat, the reason everything feels so distant, probably that's the reason why. That's how it seemed to me. That was when I last showed them my passbook. In front of the estate administrator or whatever, I said this. Okay, I remember this now. I can't accept this money. Oh. Yeah, I think the BGM for this scene is also different. Like, I remember, like, it's been a while, but like, I'm pretty sure it looks different. Why did it translate it? Let's just take the money. That's a long line, right? Take this money.
関係ないって直哉くんと草薙氏は確かに親子じゃないかそれをまたなぜ
Wait, this shouldn't be aren't or like they're actually father and son, but why is he like why is he not like accepting to get the estate? Everyone there stared at me with shocked expressions. Of course. Since the only blood relative, me, said I wouldn't take all the world famous artist's inheritance. Only the man in front of me stared at me with sharp eyes.
関係
The man introduced himself as Kusanagi Keiichiro's trustee, Marty Friedman or something. Of course, my character has no prior connection to this guy. Honestly, I don't even fully understand what kind of relationship he had with Keiichiro.
関係ないとはどういうことですか
I'm saying that Kusanagi Keiichiro and I are complete strangers.
赤の他人
Yeah. That's why I can't accept this money. The room fell into an uproar. I could see that everyone there was shaken. I saw it and looked down. And, is this I chuckled to himself or shit? I don't even know. Yeah, that's right. Tens of billions. Not taking the inheritance of over 1 billion yen. It's not like that between me and my Tosan. I won't accept it for such a reason. Great artist. Naoya Kusanagi, son of the world famous artist. Tsumari, me. So cool. I look so cool now. Anyone would admire a self like this. A noble spirit untainted by money. Happiness can't be bought with money. My stance, as if declaring something to them, is the climax of this story. Maybe my spirits were a little uplifted. Let me just say it as an excuse. Just a whim. Just a spur of the moment thing. What the hell? I guess it was just for the sake of looking cool, like some kind of, it can translate vibe. Besides, there's also that Japanese sense of beauty when you initially refuse something as a matter of course. Okay, here we go. I mean, that's like $1 billion inheritance. It's just money from a father I wasn't close. We weren't close. I weren't close with. Everyone here is a stranger to me. Might as well refuse outright. If you're asking if it exists, then yeah, it does. What are you saying, huh? Come on, don't say things like that, please. This is for you, sir. Among the inheritance left by Kusanagi Keiichiro, a world-renowned artist, are many works of art. This is something that Naoya-sama, the only remaining blood relative, should receive. Is that so? I wonder. Maybe so. Well, if you put it that way, I guess there's no helping it. After all, me and my father were related by blood. If everyone insists so much, then perhaps I shall accept it. By the way, this is him daydreaming, by the way, if you didn't realize it. This is it. Isn't this just a very common Japanese custom? I'll refuse the first time. Still, the other party won't back down. They keep insisting that I take it. I'll gladly accept it at a convenient time then. Isn't that what Japanese aesthetics are all about? Even so.
わかりました。
The trustee's Trustee nodded, his blue eyes sparkling. He was a Gaikokujin. His name is Marty Friedman. Okay, there you go, Marty Friedman. At least I remember his name. A barbarian like him wouldn't understand the beauty of Japanese etiquette, even if you tried to teach it. This damn pig. Friedman is lean and good looking though. The guy without the inheritance renunciation papers as soon as I said a word. And then translate.
さあ、サインを草薙直哉。
Everyone there was watching. So that I don't miss a single one of my movements. I felt a level of tension unlike anything I've ever experienced before. What is this? What is this? I understood. I understood everything. I've been set up. I screamed. It's too late. How delightful. This is messed up. It's not like you're gonna get any sympathy from me. The smile vanished from my face, replaced with a sudden rush of sweat. You really fucked that up. By the way, what did Skaji mean by this? You know, starting with Marty Friedman talking about like how the Gaikokujin could not understand the Japanese etiquette about like, you know, refusing first and then accepting it later. But, you know, to someone who is not familiar with the context of the culture, they'll be like, okay, I'll take, you know, they'll take it as is at face value. And that's exactly what happened. You really messed that up. There's also meta commentary, but we'll find out depending on the English translation if it still rings true. Because it's as if the work itself present. Well, maybe that is the point. The work itself presented itself as like that conundrum. Anyway, this is definitely weird. This is all messed up. This isn't the scenario I had in mind. It wasn't supposed to be a scenario where we check at least. Wasn't it a scenario where we checked at least 3 times? That would have been the correct course of action. Read that! Damn it. I've been thinking about it, but I guess I came across a bit too decisive. That's a lie. Never mind that. I want money. I'm stripped naked here if it meant getting paid. On the contrary, rather let me see you naked. I couldn't even say anything like that. It's me. This means Kusanagi Kiichiro and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. Don't get involved with me from now on. He really stuck to his guns. I remember this. And with those words, I left the room. He'd rather be cool than like the money. Oh well, he chose that. Ever since that day, I severed all ties with Kusanagi Kenichiro. That's probably why. The reason my heart has become so flat is everything looks so flat now.
直哉ってば。どうしたんだよいきなり。
Yeah, go man. I was just remembering a lot of things.
なんかたくさん流してたぞ。やっぱりお父さんの死が悲しいんだな。
Tears? Were they flowing?
鼻血だったけど。
Oh, at least you see the nosebleed. Remember, it was just a description before. Now it's you can actually see it's an actual nosebleed. At least I remember that much. I see. My heart's so flat, but my body still bleeds. Yeah. Maybe the body's more honest than the heart. Even if my heart is as flat as a pancake, my body remembers that moment honestly. I should have gotten down on my knees and begged for the money, even if it meant serving naked. That's right. My body's screaming with blood. But sometimes a guy just can't do that. He'd rather be the cool guy. There are times when you have to endure it.
直哉、なんか少しかっこいい。男は涙じゃなくて血を流せってことだな。
It's not translating. My LLM. What are you doing?
お前ら、その漫才をいつまで続ける気だ？
Yo, it's I. I?
姉貴、まだ帰ってなかったのか。
外じゃ夏目先生だと言ってるだろう。まったく記憶力がない弟だ。それはそうと、草薙、今回は大変だったな。
Oh wait. I gotta turn it off. How do I turn it off? I was L tabbing. Wait, it's how long have been? 51 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I need to go. I have work and that's the sort of thing. Will I continue later? Big maybe. My focus right now is much more on the Maiden's World. I rather wait for the full blown English translations, and I just want to see the new art. And in the first couple of scenes, there are a lot of new art, so I'm really glad how this went. Okay, but let me save. Who knows? Maybe I might touch this later or something. Who knows? I might do that. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and we might do this again, or not, or just wait for the actual full TL. I already had my pre-order for this, but it's not like it's gonna be in English. I'm just collecting it, but I'm really hoping that what if they release the English translation with the ability to choose the 10th anniversary or the 2015 if you wanted the experience. Who knows? I don't know if they'll do that, but that'll be cool if they did. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Ciao.